Yo, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make these shotgun shell keychains here. They are pretty simple and easy to make, and you can do them with 12 gauge shells and even 20 gauge shells. So yeah, the materials you will be needing is a nail, a paper clip, and one of these keychain rings, and a shotgun shell. Right now, I'm going to be showing you how to make a 12 gauge shotgun shell. And it's basically the same thing with 20 gauge. You just gotta curl up that paper clip a little smaller. So, what you're gonna wanna do first is you see that little gun there? That is the inside of this primer there. So, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your nail. You're going to want to put it in there, and then you're going to want to put the tip of the nail right inside of that primer. And then you're just going to want to keep it in there. You just want to push. And if pushing doesn't work, then you're just going to want to like smack it against something maybe. Hold on. Yeah, it does take a little bit of force, but as you can see, that primer is starting to stick out there. So hold on a sec, I'm just gonna pop this primer out. Alright, since we got a stubborn little guy, he ain't going any further than that. We are going to grab a different shotgun shell. So, same thing. Put it in there. Put it right inside that. And then just push. Ooh. Okay. So, as you can see, we have got that primer out of there. See it clear through. Let me go find where it went. Okay, and here is our primer. That's where that makes that little spark and shoots that shotgun shell off. So boom. Now we have, oh wait, that's the wrong shell. Now we have this little guy without the primer in there. Next part may be difficult for some. I kind of forget how to do it. But I think if you just, like, let me look at one that's already done. I think you just go like that. So, like, curl that in. And then you're going to want to make a loop with that top thing there, because that's what you're going to be putting that keychain ring on. So you're going to want to make it like that, and then maybe bend that so it's like straight, and then you're going to want to like stick this out kind of, because it's got to like stay in there. So it's got to be like a spring in there kind of. Okay, then we're going to take our shotgun shell, and we're going to want to stick it in there kind of like that. So then, and then we just lead it up, lead that loop up through the primer hole. It may take a few attempts. You may need to adjust it to make it fit properly. Okay, so you can see we're pushing it up through, then boom, now it's there, and I can take that. Hold on, I need to grab another tool actually. Okay, so then we can just take like our nail or something and like poke it through and kind of bring it up a little bit more the best we can and have it kind of rounded like that. Oops. Yeah, like that kind of. Ooh, that's a rusty nail. Okay, so boom, we got that. That's pretty much what we want. You can make it a little bit better, like having it stick up more, but this is just what I got for now. Okay, so that was the hardest part. Now, you can take one of these keychain loops and just put it on that way. And you can even, like I did with this cheap old shell, just put a paper clip on there. And it kind of fits this because it's like old and cheap and all that. And yeah, like you could just do it like that, and you could still use this as like a normal keychain, even though it's got that, like, not a keychain loop. But for this one, we're going to put on a keychain loop. So it's pretty simple. You just kind of, I literally don't have fingernails right now. So you just open that the best you can, like stick it through, just like that, and then you spin it until it like reaches that other side, like that, and then boom, there's your shotgun keychain. And if you want, you can cut off this end part, or you can leave it on. I usually cut them off, as you can see, like that. There's like one that I already did. That's cut off. Make sure to do it like cleanly. And now you can do whatever you want with these. You can hang them off of stuff. You can have them as decoration. You can even sell them, which is what I'm going to try to do. I sell these things from like $1 to $5, depending on the rarity. Like for this one, I'd probably sell it for like $2 maybe. For this one, definitely like $1, maybe even 50 cents, because it's not that pretty. Like black ones and like these clear ones. Clear ones I'd probably sell for like $1, maybe $1.50. Black ones a little bit rare, maybe like $3. This one I would sell for $5 because it's a rare pink one. And this is when what is that? Like a gun ammo brand sponsored like breast cancer, and they made all their shells pink. And it's actually the same brand as this red shell here. So it's like Top Gun, I think. And they made their shells pink for breast cancer. So, yeah, pretty cool. That's how you make them. I made a whole bunch, and yeah, now just fun with that. But sometimes, like this, is probably too skinny. You can still pop the primer out of that and maybe try if you want. But yeah. Boom.